get my blood up to a normal range. And the medical bill, my ex-husband had canceled my medical insurance. So the medical
Oh,
bills
fuck.
just of 8 hours of surgery alone were insurmountable. Like they just kept piling in, kept piling in. I was in intensive care for over a week, and then I was in the hospital for almost 3. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That
So
is crazy. That
Wow.
so I came across an article. One day I was home. I came across an article of somebody that I had seen on TV, and she had talked about camping and the the incredible income that came along with it. She was able to do it from her home, and I thought, hey, why not give it a shot? The scar that the surgery left me meant that my bikini modeling and all of that was kind of on the back burner. I didn't have money at
yeah.
that point to have revision surgery for the scar, so it kind of just left me here, led me here. But I can't say that I would change a thing. I love the followers, the fans, the community. The other professionals that I've worked with so far have been so warm and welcoming and embracing that it gets a really bad rap sometimes, this industry, but I feel very welcomed, very non-judged, and it's been very liberating. It's been super liberating.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. And she is going to be part of Exotica, which is coming up in Chicago. It starts July 16th through the 18th. And then, of course, Miami, September 17th through the 19th. New Jersey, October 22nd through the 24th. And that will be, of course, Michael Nagy will be at that Exotica covering that for us. And then in Washington, December 3rd through the 5th. And of course, each and every Friday of Exotica is Ladies Free Friday. And see, look, even more of an incentive, Samantha, for you to come to Exotica
I
because Ladies Free
know.
Friday, baby.
Let's show up. Yes. It don't have to be any given Sunday. It can be any given Friday too.
That's right. So, Georgina, that you have got quite the story here.
Yeah.
Just amazing. What was it like the first time that you did a porn shoot and was involved in this? But what was some of the different things that were going through your head and everything?
The first time I went live, I was a nervous wreck. I panicked, but some of the things that went through my head were, what if nobody jumps in my room? What if I'm staring at a computer screen? And it was so the opposite. I was like, holy cow. I think within 5 minutes, I had 300 people in my room. I'm about almost 2 months in. Next week will be 2 months. And I'm at almost 12,000 followers already on just Chatterbait alone. My other social media is growing super rapidly. It was petrifying, but the people were so easy and welcoming, and they just kind of talked me through it. And nobody knew it was my first time unless I said something. So they just kind of talked, and now I've got my regulars that show up. If I have my lunch crowd crew, I call them. They're my lunch breakers, and we kind of work our way across the country. We start in the East Coast around 11:30, and we kind of work our way across to the West Coast. And I've got my international followers now, so it's like I said, like it's been super welcoming. And I have the people who have come in and said something nasty, but you know what? My room jumps in and completely stands up for me.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. So
Nice.
it's been super welcoming.
That is fantastic. So Samantha, do you have any questions for our guest here?
All right. What advice would you give, like any young ladies who are wanting to get into the industry?
That's an excellent question. Embrace it. Make sure you do your research. I did a lot of research for a couple of months before I jumped in. keep it business. There's been a lot of gentlemen that have offered me a lot of different things, and I think that kind of comes with the territory. Come up with a list of boundaries, rules, what your expectations are. Set realistic expectations. I think even for myself, I think I had unrealistic expectations the first month. So I tempered those, and I realized that this is a job. Just like anything else, you've got to put the hours in, you've got to put the time in. Definitely set boundaries, because they're going to push them. They're going to question you. They're going to, and they're going to push you. They're going to, want just that little bit extra. And if you're not comfortable doing something on camera, stand your ground. And if they don't like it, that's okay. There's other rooms that they can go into that maybe somebody else will, but don't ever sell yourself out. Make sure that you stay true to yourself, and market yourself. Become a brand. Make sure that you carry it through. Like, I have pictures, I have t-shirts, I have my banner that's going up at Exotica. Hang on, I'll turn the camera. The banner that's going up at Exotica. So I've got coffee cups that I'm selling there. I've got t-shirts that we're going. I have headshots that I'm going to be giving out there, with signatures, pictures. So, and just pick a brand, and really follow it through. Hold your boundaries. Stay true to yourself, and your name. Oh my goodness, that's a huge one too. Really research your name. Make sure that you're not doubling down with somebody else. Make sure it's not too close to being a celebrity's name, because in the Google searches and in the algorithm of the internet, if it's too close to, Taylor Swift or anything like that, she's going to always have a higher ranking in the algorithm of the web searches than you will. And it's really difficult to remarket yourself if you don't like it later. So really think about it and research it. Make sure that you're comfortable with it, because it's your name. So yeah.
That is
excellent.
That is excellent stuff. You have learned a heck of a lot, not being in this business as long as you have been.
Thanks.
So, what are some of the different people that you've shot with and things like that? Talk to me about some of this stuff.
So I have I've met with a male actor in New York. That was kind of actually through a stand-up. So I was supposed to meet with the porn star Lindsay Ryder in Manhattan. I was in Manhattan for a consult for a doctor's appointment, and so we were supposed to meet up for drinks on Thursday night, and she didn't show up. But she's amazing. She's we've been in contact since, so we're going to be shooting again later. But so in the meantime of being stood up by her, I met another male in the industry, and Vic, his name is, and I think it's BC Hammer is his name. He's been incredible, super helpful. I can't wait to shoot with him too. Sarah St. Clair, I'm set to shoot with in August. I'm working with a couple other girls in collabs for just shooting and things like that. So in the month and a half that I've been in, almost 2 months, it's been a whirlwind of people that I've it's been a whirlwind of things that I've learned and kind of I've learned from even the stand-up story, being stood up. Like I was stood up one other time from with another girl very, very early on. It was my first week in, but I make the best of it. You meet other people. I got content anyway. So you make lemons, take lemons and make them into lemonade, right? Like you just kind of roll with it. Do the best you can with the day that you're shooting. So
that's awesome. So you've got your banners, you've got your T-shirts. Where do you get your shirts and everything done? Where do you?
Vistaprint.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Total plug for Vistaprint, right?
Love it.
Oh, and I also I just spoke with it's about 2 weeks ago. I am a brand ambassador and I have a sponsorship from Kiro, the sex toy company.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
I just got. He was like, "What do you want to sample, and what do you want to like broadcast your at first?" And so I was like, "Oh, I'll try this." I get this box in the mail, and the thing is like 50 pounds, and I open it, and it's all these sex toys. I thought they were sending one to try. I was like, "Oh my goodness, there's like 50 to try." So I'm super excited to work with them too. Their toys so far. I kind of unveiled one on Friday during my show. So far, their stuff is incredible too. So I'm really excited to grow with them.
That's perfect. You've got all sorts of things going on. Yeah, I will have to say that the sex toy people do not mess around when they send stuff in the mail.
They don't.
Yeah, that's a great box.
Yeah, they sent this like automated thing for guys. I'm like, I have to find somebody to play with this with. And yeah, and they're so powerful. Like it's incredible. Like they're all interactive with one another. Like this is a whole new world. Like the old world of sex toys. Like you had it and it ran out of batteries, but now they're all like Bluetooth compatible, and one person can be in a different country and run it from their cell phones, and yeah, it's definitely, the whole industry and this entire thing has definitely helped me get in touch with my sexuality even more and really find, make me more comfortable in it. So it's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. That
Yeah.
you're great. I will have to say that
Thanks.
you're down to earth. You're not. We've had very rare porn stars on this show that are kind of fucks, but you are great. And I think it's because you've done other stuff. You've done the TV stuff. You've done the modeling. You've done all that. So coming into this is just the next step.
Yeah, I the next step is growing. I want to grow my followers. I want to grow my brand. I'm definitely hitting 3 of the 4 of the Exoticas. Miami, I'm still back and forth with a little bit. Yeah, world domination. I want to travel. I want to shoot. I feel like this is really befitting of my personality. It's really where I'm supposed to be right now. And if I can help other people get in touch with their sexuality, and I've had couples come on my show and they're struggling, to sexually connect. And I helped a husband just a couple of days ago who was like, I can't sexually connect with my wife, and I'm helping them. So in a strange way, I feel like I'm helping people. So and as I get older, I'm already older for this market. So as I get older, I just want to help mentor younger girls. Can make sure that they stay true to themselves. It can get super questionable. I'm offered things all the time, so you just have to stand firm. So I want to help those girls that if they have questions or they need somebody to talk to, they know that they can come here. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we have got a great guest with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. And as Samantha, what do you think of our guest here?
Oh, I think she's fantastic. I love her already.
Well, as we wrap up here with you, my friend, how do we get in touch with you online and everything before we go to our next guest who's with us?
I am on Twitter and Instagram and OnlyFans, and I was able to keep everything the same at my Gigi Dior across the board. So OnlyFans, Twitter, Instagram is my Gigi Dior across the board.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you are fantastic, and I can't wait to meet you in Chicago at Exotica. And
Same.
And I know that I have been invited to interview someone at a 12-person gangbang. So maybe we can have you just come with us and hold a light or be there with us somehow.
But be careful.
I'll hold it between my boobs. I'll hold the mic between
That's
my
right.
boobs.
That's right. That
There
would
you
be
go.
even better because then Brittany can just stay back at the hotel and doesn't even have to come help me. So
I completely forgot too. My main place that I am during the week is Chatterbait. So I'm also my Gigi Dior there on Chatterbait.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm usually there Monday through Friday. So yeah.
Well, you are great, and
I would definitely love to meet up with you in Chicago at Exotica. That'll be
definitely. Well, have yourself a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you, my friend.
awesome. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
And there
Bye-bye.
she goes. And our next guest is going to join us here in just